Hey everybody, it's the Last Robot Guy here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Prey. Last time we started the reactor again, and then had to start it again because it broke. So we're just going to be having a relatively short episode as we make our way out of the reactor and try to help out Ilyushin, Mikhaila Ilyushin, our ex-girlfriend. And then joining me as always is Coolguy.
Yo yo yo! Like we made a proper frickin' mess of things last time, so I'm going to be waiting with bated breath to see how you manage to clean all of your junk up.
We have created a very large mess, and it shall be very interesting to see what happens afterwards. So let's get started.
Resuming reactor initialization.
So basically, we start where we left off. We're restarting this thing again, and everything is falling down around us.
Systems.
Well, yeah, systems restored is probably about the most comforting thing you could possibly see right now.
I'm showing power to the lifts and the airlocks, but seeing a lot of power spikes and leaks in the coolant chamber. Watch yourself on the way back. There could be other structural damage.
He's not kidding either.
I see. You reset everything. Talos 1 is wide open now. Clever. Reckless, but clever. It's good to see some things haven't changed. I'm not gonna get in your way anymore.
You just that subtitle is frickin' great.
You deserve to hear the truth. All of it. Come up to my office.
Just wanna kill some things.
Swear to God.
Morgan, was that you? Whatever you did, I felt it in my gut. If this is some kind of payback. Power's coming back online. And that means the main lift too. I hope.
I love Elazar being like, is this revenge? I swear to God, I didn't... Oh, wait, this actually is helping me. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hello, Mimic. He just wants nothing to do with you.
He's trying so hard. I feel so terrible about it. Not.
He's like, no. Look, I'm a tube. I'm a power-up. Just leave me alone. And Morgan's like, no. Not today, son. Not today.
There's plenty of these jerks flying around now.
I love how it face planted.
That was a good one.
Alright. Well done, Mimic. You got me there. You shake your head out because it got you too.
It was clever. I give it all the props for that one.
Yeah, I mean, not so many props that you won't murder it to death, of course. But yeah, no, that was well done.
That's just the relationship we have, me and Mimics. The violence smooshing.
I'm not certain it could end any other way.
It's just how life is here. More space drugs. We'll get a good look at just what's changed. It's rather funny because you saw all that stuff falling down. A lot of things have gone hilariously wrong.
What you mean cold booting the entire system and making a whole bunch of crap freefall for a moment wasn't a good idea or has consequences? Shit.
Dude, I hate consequences. But yeah, keep in mind the staircase we walked down on to get here is not there anymore.
Okay then.
Well, we can easily go around that problem.
You do have a jetpack and a grav lift.
Yeah.
Good lord.
No, that was broken the whole time, so we couldn't use it on the way down, but use it on the way up.
Take it back up, no problem. And there's another technopath.
Must kill.
I approve of what you're doing there. Technopaths are one of those Typhon organisms that are just so viscerally terrifying that it almost feels like a public service to exterminate them.
And I do enjoy a good exterminate them. It's reasonably a sentence.
I mean, it grokked to me. That means it works. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. Let me see here. So you have you have a little bit over under 2 hours to get Mikhaila's meds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fairly generous. Which is why we won't be showing you what happens when that runs out. Because, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Powered the reactor back up. The turbines are hydrogen cooled. Now they're leaking. You take a shot and it's your last. It'll be like shooting a grenade at your feet, or worse.
Probably worse.
Nice work, Morgan. You'll be an engineer yet.
Yeah, the entire room is kind of like the nuke room in Metal Gear Solid 1, except you can shoot your guns. They don't disable your guns when you go in there, and it blows everything up. I don't show it because
Dr. Sellers restricted
why would I?
access to the booster
Just die.
shots I was
You explode
using.
and you die.
I think she suspected. I had a stash in my office, though, for emergencies.
Ah, yes, the office.
Paraplexis. They call it white noise because of the spots in your vision and the buzzing in the ears. It's the symptoms of the neural damage. I'll stay here, and if I can help, I will. Just not sure how much longer.
Poor thing. Well, fortunately, she did at least plan on this, so somebody who wants to help can. Just keep bashing right into that, why don't you?
Oh man, there is like one recording. I don't know if it's in this one or in the next one where I just bounce off this one thing like 500 times, and I think I still actually managed to hack. It's a freaking miracle. And this room ain't doing so good.
Hands-on electronics, yeah. Those sorts of instruction manuals are never quite as helpful as they seem to think they are.
Well, it's time to go help out Mikhaila. Get her space drugs that she needs. Yeah, her space medicines. That sister is just really on into it today. Look at that. It's like, I could, but
they're phoning it in.
yeah, I'm like, hey guys, do you want to chase something? And they're like, no, not really.
Hey,
I'm not really that interested in it.
I'm just
It's
gonna
like,
sit here being boogers.
yeah, now they're mad, but they're still sailing off in some other direction.
Right, they're not actually chasing anything. They're just sort of pinballing off whatever invisible walls they've decided for themselves exist.
Those ones off to the right are a bit more motivated. Oh, as I'm sure we will find out. So yeah, that telepath that we saw at the beginning, he's still out there. He's still shooting homing bullshit at us.
He must die.
Like, hey. That's some cystoids just slapped into the side of my head.
Swear to gods, cystoids. You're not welcome here.
Thankfully, I've got, like 300 health, so...
you are
I'm just
literally
tanking my
as
way
tough
through
as a
everything.
tank at this point.
Yeah. This room is where Aleutian's office, Mikhaila's office, just kind of exploded thanks to the power of mimics. Mimics all the way down. Such a clever lore use for just like one simple little thing. Also, getting harassed as well.
Frickin'
Go away.
critical attack!
Go away.
It stops it cold. You must have hit something critical. I realize that's probably just the AI screwing up at a random interval. But you know what? I'm making my own story here.
I don't know, it could be like if you critical hit someone and they fall over as well, I guess. I don't know.
It just reminds me of all of those incredibly cold, excuse me, critical hit things in like Fallout or whatever. I remember the best one I ever got was the Don Salvatore was hit in the head for no damage. He has just enough time to feel the rush of air on his brain as death approaches. Like, I don't know how I managed to do no damage but still proc a critical instant death, but, whatever. It's fine.
No, I guess when you think about it, the damage is already done.
Yes, if you've exposed the brain to raw air, then yes.
It was the fabled conversation where Morgan and Mikhaila talked about the fact that she had paraplexus.
You got them, didn't you? Oh, you make me so mad sometimes. You'll never listen to me.
I kind of like that dialogue. The voice direction is so nice.
That was a very adorable bit of dialogue.
Morgan, this is Dr. Igwe. I've made it to your office. I'll remain here until...
Dr. Igwe.
My word.
God.
What are you? And why are you speaking in Morgan's voice?
I am January, Morgan Yu's personal operator.
Well, January. Sorry. Your arrival was a bit of a shock. Quite a day today.
January, don't do it.
If you're
I
referring
know
to
you're
the
thinking
typhon
about it.
infestation of Talos 1, Dr. Igwe, you are correct. You are one of the few survivors.
Yes. It's... Wait. Is that fabricator functioning? I might be able to make use of it. With your permission, January.
You have authorization to work at the station, Dr. Igwe, and manufacture anything that will assist Morgan in containing the typhon.
I'll remain here in your office until you return, Morgan. I may be able to be of use.
Okay, well, I'm glad that ended a lot more peacefully than I thought it was going to.
Hello, nice to see you.
You know, January's not gonna murder anybody unless they're like a direct hindrance to what he's trying to achieve.
Yeah.
She's trying to achieve. Sorry.
Operations fatigue.
I'm not entirely certain what she considers
Take a moment. There. All better. Please fill
what
out
she
the
considers a
patient
problem or not.
I can serve you better
Morgan,
next time.
you surprise the hell out of me sometimes. Please, right at the neck. Just look for the marks. It was harder when I was doing it myself. Oh God, I can breathe again. And feel my legs.
There you go.
I still have some spots in the eye, but those should clear up. Thanks, Morgan.
Yeah, there's no way we were gonna leave her to
Nice
die.
work, Morgan. You'll make junior engineer yet. Now, get to the lift, but be careful. No telling what got stirred up in the shake. I'll follow when I can. Meet you at your office. I'll contact you when I get to your office.
I'm kind of interested to
I
hear
am feeling better.
like
Still
to
a
see
few
what sort
spots
of
in the
voice
eyes,
direction
but
the
I've got
voice
feeling
actress
back
got
in my
for the
legs.
scene.
Oh, all the feelings.
All the feelings.
Michaela's character does have a great deal of wit to her. I quite enjoy it.
Dangerous level of explosive.
I wondered how
Oh,
you would
Lord.
react to finding Mikhaila. You risked your life to help her. It makes me think the neuromod extraction didn't erase everything. Not completely. Perhaps particularly strong memories still leave faint impressions, intuitive feelings. Or maybe you're simply more compassionate than I expected.
Oh, relax.
Are you sure it wouldn't have been better to... I don't mean to be insensitive, but when she finds out you intend to destroy Talos 1, she might react strongly given that there's no way off the station.
Yeah, so we get through the coolant chamber. You can just go through it if you want, or you can do what I'm doing, and you can go around. You can repair all of the all of the coolant tanks, and yeah, I'm being attacked.
And you can't really fight back.
Well, I can now.
Can now. Sucker.
Pending supervisor approval.
Yeah, I got your supervisor approval right here.
Right here.
I'm down here so I can shoot you.
What I was thinking earlier is I wonder what sort of nice Phantom voice direction Mikhaila's voice actress got for that entire scene, simply because, like, in my mind, when it was just like, hey, I've got this horrible degenerative illness, and it's I'm reliant on these shots to survive. You know, I mean, I couldn't help but equate it to my diabetic condition, simply because, you know, like, I'm type 1. There was nothing I could really do about it. It's genetic. And I'm wholly reliant on insulin injections to survive. And that is basically a situation that I would not wish on my worst enemy, due to like the horrific powerlessness and loss of agency that you feel even in relation to your own body, and the level of relief and the sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, just mainline that bourbon on me.
I should like that.
Anyway, the level of relief and the sort of like grim joking that came into her voice when she was like, "Hey, I can feel my legs again." All the feelings, it's that's very relatable to me.
Yeah, humor is the humankind's greatest method of trying to cope. Gallows humor is just it is a thing.
Humor has rapidly become my favorite kind of humor ever since I got stuck.
Alright, so now we're gonna go and give ourselves psychic powers in the water.
Oh, right, yeah, I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what are you... Did you forget that Aquaman was like the worst super friend? And then I remembered the water treatment facility thingy.
Now, you're probably wondering why that thing moved, but it wasn't a thing, and I imagine the more astute people will have noticed that there is some manner of corpse just flittering and flattering all over the place. Blink and you'll miss it, because it is essentially a ragdoll perhaps stuck in like a section of the map and just slingshotting itself all over the place. I'm surprised it didn't attack my frame rate, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I'll admit, I did not see
Can you
any
see
of
it?
that. Nope.
People watching will see it. It's just like...
Then they're doing better than me.
I haven't noticed it yet myself, but I will notice it when I come out of here, because it's just like, the fuck?
Place. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. Another way to fix it was spoken in the thread if it doesn't work properly. It's just to drop the item and pick it back up again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did mention that. It's just... It's in the water.
I don't know why, but I just like little things like that, little effects like that.
I mean, it's both exhilarating and creepy at the same time. Creepy because of all of the learned reactions we have. Yep.
I'm like, what?
Yup. Flicking around like a... What is going on there?
Is this a new Typhon?
Good lord.
Yeah, that was incredibly lazy on me, but it's fine. And there you go. It restores like about 50 psi.
Damn. Okay, so I'm guessing you can just recycle all of your psi hypos from here on in.
As long as I got a fountain to have a sippy from.
Oh man, there's something very viscerally satisfying when all of those materials get spit out of the recycler. It's just like, come on,
It's
come on,
nice.
come on.
Just like it's a cute little vending machine effect. It's like you won a prize.
Yeah, no, I find myself like subconsciously rubbing my hands together and just being like, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, stop.
And considering what we're using it to make, I wonder if that's what like people who make meth feel like when they finish
Lord.
cooking.
Maybe we can,
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
I mean, maybe we can ask the cats who wrote Breaking Bad. They seem to have a very intimate relationship with the process of cooking meth.
Oh, Weaver.
Hello, Weaver.
I suppose that makes sense considering we've got all this,
Coral around.
Yeah.
Weavers have gotten to be like the big game of this though. It's just like, okay, well, time to pull out the big guns and get a 11-point buck for my wall.
They never really see it coming, which is nice.
Nice for you. Probably kind of horrifying for them.
That's alright, Weavers aren't people. We don't have to feel bad.
I'm okay with this determination. Also, people are randomly heading up to your office now. When did your office become like the bulwark of the station?
I think it's mostly just because it has stuff in it.
Yeah.
It is a relatively fortifiable position.
Oh, sure. You even
and
have the turrets in front of it, and there's only really the one way in. So I mean, I get it, but it seems to be like, I don't know, like that one Super Nintendo game where you had to build a village for no discernible reason. People would just go going up there to be part of your village.
It's a gameplay concession more than anything, really.
Fair enough. Whoop!
Oh,
No, dude. Quote-unquote corpse from a phantom is still just one of the coolest things. It's so satisfying
Yeah.
to just have them become a smear on the floor.
sizzling smears something in the
Yeah,
face of the effect.
sizzling smear is right.
Yeah, we got the key to one particular room we couldn't go into. Also, if you really get tired of airlocks,
Yeah.
just hit him with the shucker and open them up yourself. It'll temporarily disable the thing.
That was you just getting bored and accidentally wasting ammo.
It was, but it ended up having an extremely beneficial side effect. That's how I learned about it.
Okay then. Good night, Gracie.
I have like multiple shotguns now. Like most of them are in my head. That's a fantastic slide too. There's the game Warframe. There is a frame I'm quite fond of called Neza, based off the Chinese mythological figure, and it has a passive boost to slide, and I basically just slide everywhere.
You're doing it right. I did basically the same thing for a long while in Shadow of War after I figured out that if you have the upgrade that lets focus deteriorate slower while you're in the air, that also works when you're sliding. So I just slid everywhere and would pop focus and kill like 5 people in half a second. And I was just like, this is fine. Having fun with this. Oh my god, this is happening!
Yeah, just had to wait for the other door to lock. But we don't have that period where everything sort of, hisses at you for a bit. So this is interesting. It says there's some goods with the operator. I don't know where it put him. Or if I grabbed him when I grabbed that thing. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention at the time.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure someone will explain what the hell's going on with that.
And
I check over
I'm
here just in
I'm
case
sure
it's
that
like,
the
hey, maybe I
bonuses
put it
would
in here.
be very helpful if you were like actually starved for resources, which you're not. Like, let's be real on that particular front.
Yeah, it's like I'm always like really cautious about not overdoing it on my resources because of my first experience with Prey, but subsequent playthroughs it's just like I can't get rid of that hoarder's feeling. Like I'm always using my stuff, but I'm always making sure I have like way too much of it.
Any sort of like open world-ish sort of game like this, I tend to do exactly the same thing. I always presume that I'm going to need more, and the only game that's ever been true
Yes, I
with
see where all that transfer money
has
goes.
been
Chief Ilyushin,
MGS5.
you're alive.
Igre? You made it? Chief Engineer Ilyushin. What the hell?
No, that is.
I am January. Personal operator. Talk about loving the sound of your own voice. So, it's the 3 of us. 4 of us. Anyone else from the labs or psychotronics? Is that Morgan's workstation? And the fabricator? Chief Ilyushin, please do not. Morgan, come up here when you get a chance.
Mikhaila is definitely a lovable character.
She's just like, hey, January, shut up, you're a robot.
Oh yeah, she dunks on January a lot.
I'm looking forward to that because January has been like this weird, wishy-washy, always sort of passive-aggressive to you sort of character for a while
the
now.
decompression happened.
It was very sudden, I don't know the specifics, but I had to act quickly.
The decompression occurred due to a detonation in the cargo bay.
January, I asked Dr. Igwe.
I don't know. Perhaps an explosion or structural damage from the Typhon attack?
Which would have originated where? Psychotronics?
That is unlikely, Chief Ilyushin.
January, instead of wasting our time interrupting, go check the reployers. All of them.
That would not be relevant to my directives. No, thank you.
So yeah,
Hope
you
you don't
know,
mind.
everyone's probably going to start killing each other before long.
As well. Was able to make
So
several
they
canisters.
clearly get along very
I
well.
also found
So
some food on the way up. Left it on the desk. Don't worry, they're alien-proof. I checked them. No twitching. To be sure, I let Igwe sample them first.
Pardon me?
I'm joking, Igwe. I wouldn't willingly expose you to aliens. Or anyone else. That would be inhuman.
The catch in her
Perhaps
voice.
the coral is
Oh,
a
yeah.
reservoir of all the energy the Typhon has been accumulating.
No, I don't think so. I'd say the coral bears a striking resemblance to a nervous system.
Do you believe the Typhon are building a disembodied mind?
It's only a hunch. I had more time to study it.
Studying it is what got us here in the first place.
It's kind of nice having all these people having interesting
The coral is
conversations
spreading
around
to
you.
other parts of the station. I doubt the Typhon are just going to keep building it indefinitely. It must have some end purpose. The discoveries made aboard Talos 1 seem to validate some form of panpsychism. Consciousness is a fundamental force that exists everywhere to one degree or another. It seems plausible, then, that an organism evolved which is able to metabolize complex forms of consciousness.
That doesn't
saying?
follow at all.
Eat other minds?
Yes,
That's... How can something like that exist?
Well, the universe is a big place, and sometimes fucked up things come out of it.
That's fair.
I altered my medical
normally the
records.
tests are only a few days long.
I know you were so sure when you were lecturing me, Morgan, saying I was selfish and
Igwe's
My
just
father.
like, oh no, please
he
continue.
was imprisoned for questioning the Soviet intervention in India. Many prisoners are lost in Siberian labor camps, but my father vanished. The only thing I knew for certain was Transtar was recruiting volunteers from those labor camps. I came here because of you and Alex and your experiments. To find him, and now I know he was here. I noticed on your computer. You found a set of names and ID numbers from Psychotronics, from Dr. Gallegos. The Russian volunteers were never referenced by name, but I was able to match an ID to my father. We can pull up his records, archived experiment logs. I've already asked a great deal of you, but if you could find that archive in deep storage, I'll finally know what happened to my father. His name was Yuri Andronov, V01065532. Got stationed in engineering because paraplaxis prevented me from being a pilot. Now, a pilot's what we need.
Dude storage. Going to go retrieve the
I wish I
dude
could
in
make my way
dude
to my
storage.
quarters. I have some personal effects I'd rather not leave behind. I hope you don't mind if I use your fabricator.
Dr.
I'd
Igwe
like
has
to
a
help.
quest for us as well, but
This is certainly better than
he
the
doesn't give it
cargo
to us now. He'll give it to us
I
as we
suspect
faff
we are
around.
Still trapped.
There was unfortunately a conversation
I
that
was
didn't proc
surprised when
that these
Alex
two can
began to
sometimes
show us
have,
Your test personally.
and
Yet he
where
always greeted you.
they have a
in
sort of a
exact same
disagreement,
way.
Igwe and Mikhaila, about the usage of the experiment subjects on the station. And Mikhaila talks about how horrible and inhuman it is, and asks Dr. Igwe how he can live with what they were doing, and
Chief Ilyushin.
Igwe kind of puts it forward that they were furthering science, furthering survival, and furthering the future for other generations, like being like parents to a new generation. Mikhaila essentially says to him, "You have absolutely no idea what family is. If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to shoot you."
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's like, I'm here. I am justifying inhuman torture science. Okay, well, I'm just probably gonna take you to The Hague one bullet at a time.
P.S. One of those people you inhumanly torture science was my dad. So you really want to stop talking now.
Yeah, we're gonna be heading to deep storage to get the skinny on what exactly happened there, and that will be next time. Next time is we're going to go see Alex, because he's also been like, okay, fine, you win. Let's talk. I got something I want to show you.
Yeah.
But we've also got a few other things to do in the meantime. We're gonna do the treasure hunt. We already got one down. There's only like 3 other pieces of the treasure hunt to go, so we might as well go do that. We've got Journey to Deep Storage. We've got to go find the security guy's wife, and yeah. So there's things to do. There's plenty of things to do.
Aesthetically, I really like the idea of making Alex wait in his office for a long ass time after he's just like, I'll tell you later, I'll tell you later, I'll tell you later. I mean, this is great. Just keep him stewing there.
Well, there's a good reason why he's been like that, which will all get revealed. This is next episode's gonna be an episode of revelations, and not all of them are good, and
Very few.
and at least one of them is a bonus prize, which is kind of nice. So that'll be the next episode. This one's been pretty short, but it'll be back to the nearly hour-long episodes next time as I bumble my way around the station. So until then, I've been the Lost Robokai.
And I've been Coolguy.
We'll see you all next time.